Hey there. I wanted to share some thoughts with you after the Women's Performance Summit that I went to this past weekend, and there was really some amazing speakers and who've done some really amazing things, tough events, and they share some of their secrets, some of the things that really help them because they really want to support the sport of women doing more epic things, challenging events, and get more women on the start line with whatever event that might be. So there was this interview. It was called "The Long Game." That was the theme, and there was three women on there who had done some really amazing things. One woman, her name was Danielle Grable, and she had done the Epic Five. So she was the first woman to ever do that. And I didn't know what the Epic Five was. So it is 5 Ironmans on the 5 islands of Hawaii back to back days. So she did one Ironman. The next day she did her second Ironman, and then third. And not every day was really good. She said that what she did, not only did she do the training, but she tries to do something hard every single day. If it is calling somebody on the phone for her work, because she doesn't want to do it, she tries to do something hard so that she really strengthens that muscle of doing something difficult, something that you don't want to do, and then you have to get through it. And then Allison, she talked about the race that she did. She did the 50 miler at Leadville with two of her college friends, and she said that she barely finished it, and it was extremely humbling. And a friend of hers wanted to do the Wonderland and to FKT it, so the fastest known time. So she was helping her to do this. And the thing is that she had doubts in her own ability. She lacked confidence in descending. She said that she could go uphill all day long, but descending, she was like really nervous and was like a little baby, she said. But then because she was with her friend, she didn't want to let her friend down. So she put her friend's goals out there and let that power her and to keep her going. And one of the other things that she does is that she tells other people when she's going to do something, so it holds her accountable, and she trusts herself to do the work. Now, Christy Moan, she's also a professional athlete, and her and her husband own Rogue Expedition, so they do these active adventure vacations, running and hiking and biking. And so she said that one thing that really helps her to get through this is her why, it holds her accountable. So, and she also is very humble and grateful when she gets to the start line. She said, it's a privilege for me to get to the start line when she starts something hard and it turns into her life. And then she can say, listen, I've got this difficult thing going on in my life. Yeah, this really stinks, but I can get through it because I've done all of these things that were really hard. And they also talked about the need to communicate their needs to their family and let the family know so that the family could be supportive and also know that there's going to be some really tough times. Like Danny, who did the Epic 5, she was out training sometimes 29 to 40 hours a week and also working. So there's a lot of things that just don't go well at home, but you need to have the support of your family. And Allison went on to do the Leadville 100, and she said, don't do this, but she's like, I only trained for 4 hours, and she was actually on her feet to complete that race for 29. So she's like, I don't recommend that. But what she did is she cut those steps into chunks. She's just get to the next aid station. And that's one thing that they also said is you have to leave the aid station before you make a decision. So you can leave the aid station and go, I can't make it. I'm going to have to, stop. But don't do it while you're in the aid station. So just get out of there and then make the decision if you need to. Something else that she mentioned, that on the race course that there was a blind man tethered to a woman who was directing his every step, calling out when to take a step here, and there. And that was just like, how can she just used that to fuel herself. She's like, I have it better than he does, and look at him, he's still going. So that powered her through that. So seeing the difficulty of somebody else and can kind of help you to get through those hard times. So why are we talking about this? Is because a lot of women just kind of shy away from doing some hard things, maybe because they're just afraid of their own abilities or they don't know where to start. But commit to something and then find a way to get it done. Because what are the benefits are that you build confidence in yourself to do really difficult things, that you're outside exploring and doing fun things, and then you also encourage other women to come on board and do the same things. So there are some interesting things that we have planned for this summer, and if you are interested in just curious about what we're doing and how we want to support other women, doing active things, then hit me up and I'm going to keep you in the loop with what's going on. So let me know and just post in the comments and I'll keep in touch.